Hey guys, I'm Sydney Warwick and welcome to another edition of Rouchcut. Rouchcut is a National Broadcasting Society student-run show. This week we have an update with NBS 39 News, a new episode of General Education, entertainment news with Hotspot, and a sports recap with Wrap-Up. Let's send it over to NBS 39 News.
Hello and welcome to NBS 39 News. I'm Caitlin Corelli.
And I'm Connell Smith. We have some current updates on the election and PA's running congressman. First, let's send it over to Caitlin Doyle right outside of our studios. What do you have for us, Caitlin?
Thanks, guys. I'm here on campus in front of the quad where over the past few weeks we've been seeing tables set up, giving students the opportunity to register to vote if they haven't already. Another event that will be happening on campus just a little over a week that will give students another chance to learn a little bit more about the election is called Vote Jam. With politicians, refreshments, and live bands, Vote Jam is the perfect place to be on October 31st. So if you have time to come out to the Care Union Ballroom from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., you should definitely check it out. That's all for me. I'm Caitlin Doyle with NBS 39 News. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Caitlin. I know we are all looking forward to Vote Jam. In other news, Tuesday, October 11th, Bloomsbury University hosted Congressman Lou Barletta as he spoke to a small classroom of Dr. Neil Stein's political science students and Professor John Eric Kozlowski's journalism students. Although it wasn't the big return to the 11th district that some hoped for, Congressman Barletta had a lot to share with these upperclassmen. Lou Barletta spent 3 years at Bloomsbury University pursuing a degree in elementary education, but ended up in politics despite wanting to stay as far away from the world as possible. After 11 years as mayor of Hazleton, Barletta knew he wanted to get more involved in Washington due to the rising illegal immigration issues in his hometown. Lou Barletta shared multiple times that he wanted to see government run more like a business. The congressman is part of 3 committees: the Homeland Security Committee, where he is on the Subcommittee for Counterterrorism and Intelligence, the Education and Workforce Committee, and Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, where he is the chair of the Subcommittee Economic Development, Public Buildings, and Emergency Management. But the biggest takeaway from Lou Barletta's visit to Bloomsburg was that he was all for Democrats and Republicans coming together for the greater good, something that's great to hear during one of the most controversial presidential elections ever. Barletta is part of a bipartisan working group where both sides of the political line in Congress come together to talk about issues they agree on, to open discussion on issues they may disagree on in the future. Hopefully the work Lou Barletta does in Congress will continue to facilitate these discussions and further foster a working relationship between the 2 polarized parties of this country. We look forward to his next visit to Bloomsburg.
Our second story today is about what we've all either come to love or hate for either entertainment or political purposes: the 2016 presidential election. This is our second time covering this topic. However, since the last time we spoke on the presidential race, more scandals and controversies have come out of the woodwork again about both candidates, particularly towards Donald Trump and his distasteful comments he made in 2005. Neither candidate is a perfect saint, and neither party, nor Republican or Democrat, has chosen a candidate without skeletons in their closet. Donald Trump had been recorded 11 years ago with Billy Bush, who, until the comments were leaked, was the Today Show co-host. In the audio, Mr. Trump had been caught making comments about grabbing a married woman's genitalia and using the excuse that, quote, "and when you're a star, they let you do it, you can do anything." Onto the Democratic side of the scandals, since this video has been leaked, Mrs. Clinton has come under fire in response from the Donald Trump camp about how she handled her husband, former President Bill Clinton's affairs with women in the 1990s. When Monica Lewinsky was caught having an affair with Bill Clinton, in which the president denied the allegations, Mrs. Clinton had been caught calling Ms. Lewinsky a, quote, "narcissistic Looney Tune." Before the Lewinsky scandal in 1992, Mrs. Clinton had been doing an interview with Esquire magazine in regards to Jennifer Flowers' allegations of having a long-term affair with President Bill Clinton. Esquire quoted Mrs. Clinton talking about the allegations and saying that if she had a chance, quote, I would crucify her. Afterwards, the New York Times reported that a private investigator had been hired to look into the matter about Mrs. Flowers and, quote, destroy Mrs. Flowers' character until she is destroyed beyond all recognition. So this is it. These are the candidates that our 2 major parties have chosen for us, and like it or not, we're stuck with one of them for the next 4 years. Like most presidential races in the modern age, the 2016 race has been reduced down to who can throw the most stones and who can cause the most damage to the other candidate. rather than talking about America and how the candidate can make life better for the common American. For us, the American people, it appears to be an unwinnable election, choosing between the lesser of two evils. And all I have to say to that is, good luck, America. That's all for us this week. I'm Connell Smith.
And I'm Caitlin Corelli. See you next time on MBS 39 News.
Thanks for the update, guys. The election is coming to a close soon, so we're looking forward to see what's going to happen. Now moving on to a brighter note, general education takes on their first party. Let's see what these students are up to.
Let's party.
Hey guys, we're here!
Woo! Party!
Yay! Woo! Hey everybody, over here is
Grab
the
a cup,
kitchen.
guys. Grab a cup.
And over here we have the bathroom.
Come on, give my cup.
If you need a throw up, go in there.
Yeah.
Party's here.
She is mine. She's white girl. No. Come
on, sucker. Take a shot.
No, knowing you probably poisoned it.
Hey guys. Hey girl.
Oh, hey.
You got some Four Locos for me today?
Yeah, I did. I brought great for my fruity babe.
Oh, well, I was just kidding. I don't have any money on me, sorry.
It's okay.
Sweet. I'll hit you later.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, give me some, yo. Getting jiggy over there, eh? Yeah. Good job. All right, who's next, though? Seriously. Get out of my way, freak.
I'm melting! The aliens can read my brainwaves! They're just destroying my cells!
All of my teeth come from different people.
You have saved my life, and I am eternally grateful. Now I shall serve you.
The goal for tonight is to make Sean jealous and wish he hadn't rejected me.
Come on, Ashley. Let's just have fun tonight. No worrying about boys. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my party on.
Okay, what about Drew? I mean, he's kind of cute, right? Not in my league, but really who is? Laugh at my jokes.
I don't know about Drew, though. I don't think he's into you.
What do you mean? Of course he is.
You know, like...
You like him, don't you?
No.
I mean, you guys can be cute if ugly is cute, but I'm still gonna use him. Just make sure the time is right.
Whatever you say.
What you reading?
Catch you in the ride.
Well, ride, don't you come, catch a dance with me.
I don't know.
Come on, it will be fun.
Yo, Danny.
Hi.
Want to dance?
No thanks.
But I put the D in dance.
No, I kind of got my eye on someone else.
You're making a big mistake. I'm a real catch.
I stabbed a man in the heart this morning.
Yeah, I really doubt that.
Hey you, what's up?
Hey, how's it going?
I'm about to make your life better.
How's that? What the hell?
Holy hell, it's stuck up! She was nothing but a skunk. Yeah, I always hated her. Who wants to help me hide the body?
Ooh, I do.
Alright, let's go. Hey, are you okay?
I don't think I'll ever feel right.
Honestly, it's not that big of a deal.
I mean, I guess, but we're out of beer.
You're such a child.
Danny, no! Danny! Danny, no! Danny! Danny!
Look, man. I know Danny just walked out you, and Ashley's dead. But tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, the Commons has waffles.
I understand, let's go.
Yeah, alright, fine. Everything's gonna be okay.
And nothing cures a heart attack better than sugar on waffles. Or is that heartache? I don't know. Waffles.
Waffles!
Wow, that escalated quickly. It's going to be an interesting semester with those students. Now we have Hotspot, where we get an inside look on what happened at Comic-Con, Queen Bee's little sister, and a new movie review. Let's take a look.
Hey guys, and welcome to Hotspot, your all-access pass to everything entertainment news. I'm Taquan.
And I'm Madison. This week, we have the inside scoops of the latest album releases, movie reviews, and an exclusive Comic-Con wrap-up.
Many of you may know her as Beyonce's little sister, but with her third studio album debuting #1 on iTunes and #1 in the country, Solange Knowles has proven herself to be more than just someone's younger sister. Her album, A Seat at the Table, is definitely worth a listen.
Solange's songs uses soft melodies, sparkling synths, and drowsy horns while touching upon sensitive areas for the African American community. With songs such as Mad, Wary, FUBU, and Don't Touch My Hair, there are also many interludes with appearances from her mother, father, and hip-hop mogul Master P.
Solange has shown her talents as she has written and co-produced mostly every song, she co-directed several videos for songs on her new album with her husband, Alan Ferguson. Rolling Stone magazine says A Seat at the Table is a gentle-sounding album, but it's not weak, which, after listening to the album, I can agree with myself.
So, if you're interested in honesty and good music, you should definitely have a listen to Solange Knowles' A Seat at the Table. You will not be disappointed. Next, we have Sam and Marilise reviewing Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children.
Thanks, guys. I'm Sam.
And I'm Marilise. Last week, I went to see Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and I enjoyed it very much. Although it had some creepy aspects, it is a Tim Burton film, so what do we expect? The overall storyline was interesting and unpredictable.
So was it a happy ending? A sad ending? Give me more details.
I will not spoil the ending, but I will say it was an unexpected turn for a Tim Burton film. Rotten Tomatoes rated it a 5.9 out of 10, but Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children proves a suitable match for Tim Burton's distinctive style, even if it's on stronger footing as a visual experience than a narrative one. But the audience score rated 66% liked for the film overall.
So is it a must-see?
It depends on if you're into the dark fantasy films. It was definitely satisfying for me because I like the mysterious enigma that the film gave off in the trailer. I wanted to see what happened next. So if that's what you're into, then yes, I suggest you go see it. If not, you can wait until it comes out on DVD to watch it then.
Well, now I definitely want to see it. I want to see what happens next. Another Adventures World right around the corner with Mike, who was lucky enough to experience Comic-Con in New York. Mike, can you give us a little more insight on what this world is?
My name is Michael, and the past weekend I went to New York Comic-Con. So basically what we did was we went to see a lot of actors. We first met the guy who played as Shane from The Walking Dead, also the Punisher in the hit series on Netflix as Daredevil. And also we met David Yaz, who played as the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the Blue Ranger. And also this was a surprise to me when I went to the merchandise area. I didn't know this at first. It was this guy was the voice actor of Altair of the Assassin's Creed series. We did not know who he was. He just randomly called us saying, hey, you want to guys look at my art? And we looked at his art, but then we see a bio above his head and we saw Assassin's Creed. At first, we thought he was just like the artist because he had his own art and it was pretty good. So I asked him like this weird question, were you the voice actor of Altair? And he brings out his hidden blade and he was the legitimate guy who voiced Altair. I got a free selfie with him, also a signature of a picture of his art. So that was pretty cool. Yes, New York Comic-Con was absolutely the best thing ever. So anyway guys, I hope you guys have an awesome weekend, and that was my New York Comic-Con wrap-up. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mike, and that's all for this week. I'm Taquan.
And I'm Madison. See you next time on The Hotspot. Comic-Con looks like a lot of fun. Definitely something to put on my bucket list. Let's send it over to the wrap-up for their NFL and sports updates preview.
Hello, I'm your host, Ashaya Green. Welcome to another episode of The Wrap-Up. This week, we'll be covering the MLB, the NFL, college football, and a special Bloomsbury Sports Edition. Here's Jake McDonald kicking things off with Major League Baseball.
With the divisional round almost at a close, we are one step closer to finding out who will be playing for a World Series crown. The American League is set. The American League Championship Series will be contested between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Cleveland Indians. Both of these teams defeated their divisional round foes in 3 games.
He recorded his first interception and also his first loss against the Lions. Got to give some credit to the Lions defense. I mean, they did step up, especially Darius Slay with the game-winning interception.
Big interception.
So, I mean, what can you say about Carson Wentz? He's got to play the Redskins this coming weekend.
Yeah, it should be a pretty good game for him against the Redskins.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's been doing good.
After a crazy 2 weeks, the new AP Top 25 looks a little bit different. North Carolina had a short return to the rankings after getting knocked out from an uncharacteristic, yet still embarrassing loss at home to Virginia Tech. Florida State bounces back to beat Miami on a last-second blocked PAT, and 2 teams highlight the new polls. UW, or the University of Washington, cracks into the top 5 for the first time.
Thanks, Matt. I'm Sean Poden.
And I'm Jenna Kowalski.
It was an exciting weekend here at Bloomsbury University, as it was homecoming weekend. Multiple activities surrounded the fun-filled weekend, including a field hockey game, a soccer game, and a football game.
That wraps up this week's episode of The Wrap Up. See you next time. And remember, go Huskies.
Make sure to tune in to BUTV for their full episode of The Wrap Up. That's all we have for this week. I'm Sydney Ward, and see you next time on Rouchcut.